Hey everyone, it's me Malanka on my healing journey. And I'm gonna be honest, this getting off my chest and kind of just telling my story, and I know I'm not expecting anyone to listen. I'm not doing this for anyone but myself. Just getting it all off my chest has been really helpful, and I know I still have a long ways to go. I'm not directing these videos to anyone. I'm just setting it out there, setting it out to the world, and just releasing everything. And I have been benefiting from it. And for those who have been following my stories and who have shown support, I am greatly appreciative of that. I'm here for anyone who needs it as well. But we're going to continue on the stories anyways. January 19th of 2021, the kids were very difficult to get to bed and woke up in the middle of the night. Both of them wanted me and only me, and have been very clingy. They seem to be a lot worse after they have been with their dad and clearly screaming for attention when struggling with something. My son told me that Kyle doesn't have any panties for our daughter, so she wears pull-ups and isn't encouraged to use the potty, which explains why I feel like I'm having to retrain her after they spend a weekend with their dad. I know he doesn't want our daughter going to school and has been fighting against our son going, so this makes a lot of sense. Even to this day, I still struggle with the kids going to bed. Honestly, my daughter sleeps in bed with me, and my son sleeps on the floor on a makeshift bed on the floor, because there's no way I could sleep with both of them in my bed, otherwise I wouldn't sleep. I can't get them to sleep in their own rooms. They're too scared, they're terrified, and they need that extra support, and I'm gonna give it to them. If that's exactly what they need, I'm gonna give it to them, and I'm gonna enjoy that time, because I don't know how long that's gonna last, how long they're gonna need me for. But they need to know that I'm going to be there for them no matter what. And they know that, thankfully. But yes, bedtime is, even 3 years later, still a major struggle for me. January 20th of 2021, our son had a complete meltdown, and the look on his face scared both my mom and I, because he looked like he was going to hurt my daughter, and I'm scared of these meltdowns if they get any worse. My daughter had a meltdown after her nap, and my son had 2 more after that. My son told my mom that when he asks his dad to call me because he wants to talk to me, Kyle says no, which makes him really sad. Then my son left her, and my mom said he had the look of him scared because he felt he had said too much, because he keeps telling us his dad tells him not to tell us anything. My son came to my room at 1 a.m. and slept with me. My daughter was up from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. and I struggled to get her back to sleep. She wanted me, but wouldn't fall asleep with me. January 21st of 2021, Kyle had dropped the kids off that morning. Both kids were exhausted and irritable. Kyle continues to lie to me in his emails. According to our son, Kyle doesn't have any children's medication, and my son did get up in the middle of the night, which isn't what Kyle told me. I have the email to kind of support that. My son said they ate toast in the truck for breakfast. My son stated neither Kyle nor his partner woke up to him last night when he was trying to get them up. He was very frustrated. He woke up in the middle of the night, was trying to wake them. They wouldn't wake, and he was really upset about that. Bedtime was extremely rough, with both kids wanting me, and were very clingy, and it was very hard to get them to sleep. My daughter and son had a couple of meltdowns throughout the day and were very testy. My daughter was in bed for a nap by 10:45 because she was so exhausted. January 22nd, 2021, I had sent a recipe with my son that my son wanted made on Valentine's Day so Kyle can make it since he had the kids. And then when I asked my son about it today, he told me that his dad said no, he won't make it. My son told me that his dad often doesn't wake up to my son trying to wake him in the middle of the night, which is typical all through our relationship. It was impossible for me to wake him up if I needed help with the kids in the middle of the night. He would fall asleep to them crying. He never woke up to help me with the kids in the middle of the night. Though I was a very good wife and tried not to wake him because he was the one that was working. So I did everything during the day, during the night, took care of everything. And the fact that my son was saying that even him trying to wake his own dad up in the middle of the night to try and get some care, some help or whatever, he wouldn't wake up. My son woke up screaming at 1 a.m. this morning and ran downstairs to me. Took me 15 minutes to calm him down, and he crawled into bed with me and slept the rest of the night with me. At 2 a.m. my daughter woke up and I couldn't get her to sleep till 3:30 a.m. The kids ate toast in the truck on the way here this morning from their dads. He had the kids that weekend. Those night terrors that my son kept on having, he would almost wake up the whole house. Mind you, his room is, the other side of the wall is my parents' bedroom, but I could hear him in the basement. I would wake up to him screaming, and my bedroom is the complete opposite side of the house in the basement, and I would wake up to him screaming and running down the stairs to come to me. This continued for a while, and then it got to the point where I made a bed on the floor, and that's where he ended up sleeping. Thankfully, my daughter was sleeping in her bed for the most part. She would wake up in the middle of the night sometimes, but I could still get her to fall asleep in her own room. But my son was disrupting the house, and I haven't been able to sleep very well for several years now, and it was disrupting my sleep as well, which made it harder on me. So for the betterment of the whole house, I had to make that decision because that was what was best for him at that time. It changed briefly for a little bit and then came back to the fact that they have to sleep in my room. It definitely puts a lot of strain on me, but it's what I have to do for myself and for the kids. But I'm going to end my story there. Thanks for listening. Take care. Stay safe. Bye.